There is a small portion left out in fourth module about soil erosion, and today I'll try to complete that. And before we discuss a couple of photographs that clearly shows how the soil erosion takes place, and how it will look like, and how much it can affect the soil mass. A naturally occurring and slow process that refers to loss of field's topsoil by water and wind, or through conversion of natural vegetation to agricultural land. And so basically it is a slow process, okay, wherein the topsoil, or the soil which is rich in nutrients, gets removed by either by means of water or by air, okay. And such wind, sorry, not air, wind. So such process is called as a soil erosion, and we all know that it is rich in organic matters. And this process of soil erosion can be broadly split into three types. One is detachment, and another one is movement, and third one is deposition. So this figure is sufficient. It's self-explanatory. You can take time to read and understand. And soil erosion can be broadly classified into two types, like sheet erosions and gully erosion. Sheet erosion means the erosion which takes place over a large area at once in a relatively uniform manner, and this is due to the rainfall. And one of the reasons is rainfall, and another one is, this occurs usually on an artificially prepared soil, or especially gently sloped field. So if the slope of the field is if the field is little bit slopy, and at the same time if it is artificially filled, or in the sense maybe due to some construction work and all, the soil could be accumulated at some places. So if it is artificially prepared soil, then it is more vulnerable for the erosion, okay. And then soil grains become loose and made free to float away during the initial stages of the rainfall, okay. And then it occurs over a large area we discussed, and during the rains, huge thick sheet of water which flows down the slope, and hence it causes erosion of the topsoil. That is the uniform skimming of the soil, and the described as dangerous because of the difficulty in recognizing it. It is very difficult to identify if our locality has experiences any sort of sheet erosion, because it occurs in a uniform manner over a wide area. Then gully erosion, on contrary to that, it is a formation of a downslope valley on the same floor, because both are two different, entirely different in nature, we can say. Okay, I am not explaining through each and every statement. You can take time and read and understand. On one side we have this left side we have this sheet erosions, where the entire topsoil over a large area got removed. On the other side, we have small if there is an excessive erosion through specific channels, okay, in such cases also this kind of too much of erosions can happen, and which can lead to this gully erosion. And on this causes of erosion, okay, soil erosions, as seen in the picture, one is by erosion of erosion by water, and one is erosion by wind. Fine. Now erosion by water means these are the various reasons for causes, okay, causes of erosion by water, and I am not reading it as it is easy to understand, okay, just to save the length of the video. And then causes of soil erosions, you can take time and read it. It is same as what we saw in the previous case, but only difference is here we have the natural factors, and human we have some additional cases or category called human induced factors. And in this module also itself, we are focusing more on human induced factors, okay, because otherwise other cases are all isolated cases, but this is more of This is a case which needs to be addressed carefully. Fine. And okay, now the effect of soil erosions. What happens after the soil erosions on-site effects of it's broadly categorized into on-site effects of erosions as well as off-site erosion, off-site effects, losses of topsoil, then soil compaction, okay, etc. So I think this description for each of these items is given in the PDF which is shared. And then prevention and control methods. There are broadly two methods. One is called agricultural methods. Okay, by adopting some specialized agricultural techniques, we can prevent this erosions to some extent. And on the other side, there are some engineering methods called excavation of ditches, then terrace constructions, then check dam construction, etc. I think this I'm reducing the length of this video. I'm not explaining unnecessarily. So please, I suggest you all to go through this and then make some extra reading also to make you informed about all the process. Fine. Thank you.